Good morning, friends. Now we can see the second method of protein modeling, which is known as threading modeling methods. It is also known as fold recognition method. It is used to model those proteins which have the same fold as the proteins of non-structure, and these target proteins may not have the homologous proteins with non-structure. It is very different from homology modeling, and the threading works by using statistical knowledge of the relationship between the structure deposited in the PDB, where PDB stands for protein data bank, and the sequence of the protein which one wishes to the model. It is based on mainly two observations. The first one, the number of different folds in nature is fairly small, and the second is that 90% of new structures submitted to the PDP in the past 3 years have the similar structure fold to the one already in the PDP. Now we can see the different classes of protein structure. The structural classification of protein database provide a detailed and comprehensive descriptions of the structural and evolutionary relationship of non-structures. The proteins are classified into reflect both the structural and evolutionary relationship. The first classification is the family, where the clear evolutionary relationship can be seen. Generally, this means that pairwise residue identity between the proteins are above or equal to 30%. In some cases, similar functions and structural provide defined evidence of common design in the absence of high sequence identity. For an example, many globulins family forms a family through the same members have sequence identity only of 50%. The second class is the superfamily, where proteins share a common evolutionary origin. Proteins that have low sequence identities, but those structural and functional features suggest that a common evolutionary origin is probable, are placed together in superfamily. For an example, actin, the ATPase domain of the heat shock protein, and hexakinase together form a superfamily. The third category is the fold, and which have the more similar structural similarity. The proteins are defined having a common fold if they have a same major secondary structure in the same arrangement and with the same topological connections. Different proteins with the same fold often have peripheral elements of secondary structure and turn regions that differ in size and conformation. In some cases, these differing peripheral regions may comprise half the structure. Proteins placed together in the same fold category may not have a common evolutionary origin. The structural similarity could arise just from the physics and chemistry of the protein, favoring certain packaging arrangements and chain topologies. Now, you can see the general methods of the protein in fold technique. They include mainly 4 steps. The first step is the construction of a structural template database. Select a protein structure from the protein structure database as a structural template. Here we uses many data from many databanks such as PDP, FSSP, SCOPE, and CATCH for finding out the finding out the template structure for the target protein. B. The design, or the second method is the design of the scoring function. Design a good scoring function to measure the fitness between the target sequence and templates based on a knowledge of known relationship between the structure and the sequence. Good scoring function should contain mutation potential, environment fitness potential, pairwise potential, secondary structure compatibilities, and gap analysis. The quality of the energy function is closely related to the prediction accuracy, especially the alignment accuracy. The third is the threading alignment. Align the target sequence with each of the structure templates by optimizing the designed scoring function. This step one of the major task of all threading based structure prediction programs. Otherwise, a dynamic programming algorithm can used for this. The fourth method is threading prediction. Select the threading alignment that is statistically most probable as threading prediction. Then construct a structure model for the target by placing the backbone atom of the target sequence at their aligned backbone position of the selected structural template. Threading, now we can see the comparison between homology modeling and the threading comparison. The main difference is that the homology modeling is for those target which have a homologous protein with non-structure, where the protein threading is for those target which with only fold level homology can be found.